Hey all, we're now watching Masters of the Air. So this is the next show by the same team that did Band of Brothers and The Pacific. And this has been in development hell for like a decade, I think. And it seems like Apple has decided to take on it and back the production costs because making something like this, even with today with the prevalence of CGI, is going to be not cheap. And I guess the other thing to look out for is it'll be interesting to watch this, say, 10 to 15 years from now and be like, oh, I know this actor, so he's famous now. You know, back then he might have gotten famous before.
Just like Band of Brothers?
Yeah, exactly. But for Pacific, how many of them have gotten famous besides maybe Rami Malek? I can't think of anyone else.
I mean, the main lead for...
Sledge?
No, not Sledge. Who was the third guy? The first guy, actually.
The first guy, I know you're talking about. I forgot his name too.
He was pretty well known. You and I have seen him in a couple of movies.
I think he's played a villain too. He has that kind of...
I mean, he was a bit of a villain in Iron Man 3.
Masters of the Air, I read the book like a couple years ago, so I have a general idea what it's about. I'm curious to see how they turn a TV show, because the book has a lot of statistics about, you know, the 8th Air Force's horrific losses and all that, and I'm curious to see how they present it as a show from a, you know, personal point of view. And yeah. And we also can't wait to see another cool intro from the same team. Band of Brothers and Pacific had a really cool intro.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So let's get right into it.
Don't worry. We'll be over there dropping.
It's ironic that we just saw Empire of the Sun, which also had planes in it, and now we're watching a TV show later today about airmen.
They make a nice pair, don't they?
Gentlemen, a toast. Buck, Marge, hey, you lovebirds. Here. For our new air exec.
What kind of a name is Gale anyway?
No.
So we have Bucky and Buck.
Looks like Hayden Panettiere. Panettiere.
Who?
Die on me before I get over there. On it.
Keep the nose down! Get this fire out! Come on, faster! Close!
Wow, look at the visuals here.
Going out! Almost there! Fighters 12 o'clock! Dead ahead! We lost them! Keep it steady and I'll get a new heading!
Wow, they're really making a show about this.
Wow!
Man, that looks absolutely miserable.
Stay with
Oh, he hit one.
Egan, I need that heading!
Oh, those are huge.
Yeah, those are huge. B-17s.
We're heading home! Yeah.
Oh wow, they made it out. I was actually afraid we are gonna see him die right there, because I don't remember what happens to anyone in the books.
Hell of an observation mission, man.
Wow, that plane got chewed up.
I'm guessing this is the intro.
Yeah. Austin Butler. Barry Keoghan. I know some of these names. Sawyer Spielberg? Steven Spielberg is related?
I wonder. Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, the producer. I wonder if he
Steven
cameoed in it,
Spielberg.
like Band of Brothers. Did he do a cameo in Pacific? I don't think so.
Cool.
Oh, they're gonna be showing the, I forgot the name of them. Like, the Tunsky? Oh my god. Masters of the Air. That's so cool that they made a whole show about this.
Alice from Dallas. Alice or Palace.
They're just showing off girls to each other.
See why you want to name this fort after her?
Tower.
Wow, I never thought they had to fly them. That's really cool. They fly them from the US to Greenland and Greenland to UK.
Landing instructions, please. Winds 330 to 40, gusting to 50. Gusts increasing, fellas. Be careful. Might want to circle around me.
Rock down.
I mean, like, the green screen is there, but it's really good. Like, they managed to fit that out flawlessly together. It's just like playing Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Looks like you're the first, Major. How about that?
There's a lot of them not from those states, though. Well, there's not many people living in those states to begin with.
Is this supposed to be a replacement? Sergeant, I don't know what went on. Troublemaker, but your friend seemed fine. Until he started to sing. Yeah, that sounds about right.
He sounds nervous.
Of course he's nervous.
Wow.
Well, we got it all. We got war, we got sex, we got romance, we got cheating, we got...
Barely saw anything. He seems to like brunettes.
England with the shitty weather.
But I had another problem. Uncontrolled.
Oh, man.
We have an electrical
That's
problem.
probably a... Never thought that would be a problem.
Your stomach's gotta be as empty as our fuel tank.
Poor guy.
Crosby, that's England, right?
What if they flew in a big circle?
No, we shouldn't be over water, Lieutenant.
What if they flew into France by accident? Because France is currently occupied. There's something so... Jeez. Does he have so many metal on his teeth? Like a metal brace? That's really cool.
Reminds me of the Pacific where they were looking for gold teeth on the Japanese soldiers.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Oops.
Flying to the wrong... Sorry, we weren't supposed to go to the war zone yet. We'll wipe later. Those planes are really lovely looking. B-17 train. For a TV show, the CG is really good, actually. Considering all this stuff. It feels like a movie.
Got a name? Meatball. Welcome to the hunt with Meatball. Come on, Meatball. Go up, head up our massive parachutes from the Brits.
Is that gotta take care of that?
My opinion, they ought to can.
At least they managed to make it there.
Yeah.
Make me kind of nervous, though.
They have enough fuel for that.
Yeah, that's another problem is they might not have enough fuel for another circle.
Yeah.
The landing gear motor.
Gear up.
Sure.
Yeah, we got a better shot at walking away from a belly landing than we do on one wheel.
Wow.
God, can you imagine being told that?
Landing.
Oh, jeez.
They have to pray they land. Or at least they have time to react.
Yeah. Well trained.
Oh, that's cool that they rehearsed this. He's not wrong, though. I feel like one wheel is bad. It would make it worse.
Belly landing.
Belly landing might be...
What a term.
Oh, man.
And they're doing it on the grass.
Yeah, on purpose. And there's no brakes. They can't brake.
There's no brakes.
Oh, that's actually... Man, I would shit my pants if that happened. Oh, because the wheel kind of come down.
Easy deal.
You should be able to, I don't know, find Egan.
Everyone okay?
Get a grip on that air sickness. Get off my plane.
Oof. That's true, though. If he has, like, really bad air sickness, he has no business being in a plane.
Yeah.
It would impede everyone else in a war.
Tell me about
Jeez.
this unicorn story. One's my favorite extinct animal.
That's it? That's the story?
I gotta be the worst navigator in the entire Army Air Force.
Oh, Crosby.
Did you notice they call it Army Air Force? Because at that time, the Air Force wasn't fully separate. So it was under the Army.
Expect all officers to get in the game with me. That means you, Major Egan.
How come commanding officers in these kind of shows are always like this? Oh, jeez. Actually, if every time you got this kind of meal, I'd feel a little morbid. You know, special meal every time.
Chuck, pass the salt, please.
Dick, I know that puts you in the tail, but at least you'll be able to shoot back.
I've seen it before in another show.
Meatball saddling up. Lemons are winkle.
Like this guy.
Barry something. He was all over the Oscars this time. Or the nominations. Or Golden
Barry
Globes.
Keoghan?
Something like that, yeah. Saltburn?
Saltburn.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. Never heard, seen it though.
Like you get all the different officer personalities, right? One laid back, one tight, asked about everything, one who's like just wants to pass, stuff like that.
If we can't get material from the United States to Great Britain, we'll be stepping foot on the continent.
The 350 identified batteries consist of 88 and 105 millimeter guns guided by Würzburg radar, so they will be tracking you. Now,
Oh, this is 1943, right? By then, the U-boat activity was starting to get like knocked down because the U.S. had, the Allies had effectively made it impossible because of their effective convoy systems. Oh, there's a shot from the intro. Oh, that's a beautiful looking aircraft. So they did make a whole model for the show, not just CGI it.
Fuel transfer valves and switches. Both transfer valves are off and switches are. The coolers are cold. Gyros.
They do this for civilian planes too, you know.
Fuel shut off.
Oh, that's cool.
And lock. Throttles. Throttles are closed. Good to have you with us, Colonel.
Oh, I didn't even recognize him.
I love the transition between all the different pilots. That was cool.
The B-17 had 12 machine guns protecting us from every side.
Yeah, see? Machine gun, machine gun, machine gun, machine gun.
Key to our survival was
There's even a machine gun under it.
box of defensive fire from a
See, right there under it. So cool.
Wow. Oh, jeez.
Man, the build-up for this mission is really good. I like how he's flying with them. Literally means he's flying with them, like he's flying the plane with them. Even if he's even if he's a major.
I think it probably made the soldiers feel a little better.
Yeah. Man, 3 hours sitting there and waiting. Man, that guy's so nervous.
Oh man, being down there.
Yeah,
Woo!
that's the worst one.
Yeah.
I would rather be on the top than
Yeah,
not look down. And plus, the book mentioned people would go crazy, you know, from being cooped up like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
bet.
Roger that.
Oh, cool. They have a specific function for that.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
But they better make sure that everything's all sealed when they release that.
Nose to crew. Tail gunner, talk to me back there. God damn it. South pilot, we're clear.
That's Cleven's fort. I'd know that aftershave anywhere.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Look at the...
Yeah, that is
They
cool.
really spent some serious money on this budget.
We're losing it.
They just took off.
Yep. Oftentimes, not all of them would make it there. They have to go back to land, or they just crash somewhere else. You know? The scale of World War II was crazy when you think about it that way, right? So many planes.
The longer we wait, the longer it'll take for them to catch up. God damn it, shut it down.
That must be so frustrating.
Yeah.
And that happened every single time, because not every plane would be perfect, right? There's always some fuck up somewhere. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, this is...
Yeah, these are the Germans. They have red tags on them showing that they fight the aircraft.
This is in the Netherlands? Are they passing the Netherlands?
Could be, with the windmills, right?
Yeah.
Because they have to fly over Netherlands.
To get to Bremen.
I think.
Bremen's like right next to it.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Very, very close.
She's the European geography expert.
I'm not.
She's actually been in that area. It was a really cool World War II museum in Netherlands, though, we went to.
Yeah.
Overloan, that's it. Yeah, highly recommend it.
The heavenly host! Holy shit! Leader, command pilot. We should be over the target. I can't see a damn... I am not dropping bombs if we can't see the damn target. Navigator, how does the secondary target look? Just lead the pacer lead. Roger Wilco. Pilot...
They can't see shit. And what if you bomb a town by accident?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Flag stopped.
That means the planes are coming in.
Oh no.
Boys. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready, fellas. Roger that, Major.
This is really good, actually.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Do a position like that so they can support each other.
Hmm.
So they don't accidentally shoot each other, too.
Oh, true.
I bet that happens a lot.
Going at the field group.
Jesus.
We got Adam.
Oh man.
They're coming straight for us.
Ah. Oh, 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 oh.
Okay, now.
Ah. Oh.
There's only 2 left from the 349th, sir. Jesus. We'll be back at base right after we dump these bombs in the channel.
Oh, jeez, that's right. If they don't have anything to dump it on, they have to throw it in the water and go back. Because they'll get new bombs.
Hmm.
And nothing happened that mission. They didn't drop anything. And they still lost 3 bombers.
19 took off, 1 returned, 3 missing. All from Gale Squad.
That's a complication because I bet he would feel like he blamed himself. You know, he didn't come along, so his unit got shut up.
Hmm.
And Veal's guys got shut up.
Why didn't you tell me? You didn't tell me it was like that.
I don't know what to say.
We got a long road ahead of us.
Dun dun dun. Alright, so we finished episode 1, I guess, of Masters of the Air.
Not bad.
I think it's, yeah, seems pretty good so far.
Mm.
It is a shame that they can't use real planes, obviously. But it's not like there's...
very difficult, I think.
It's not like there's dozens of B-17s.
Not everyone
sitting
can pull a Nolan.
Yeah, that's true. Even Nolan, though, he didn't have dozens of planes. He can only use one plane on one plane on one plane. And, yeah. So, it does have a very digital feel to it, but the acting...
A little bit, but it's not too obvious. Like, the color scheme and everything fits so well.
Yeah, and they're acting very well for what it is. Like, you know, them up in the air or whatever.
Mm.
It gives you, like, a perspective of how different things are.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh god, I'm freezing up, you know, inside his little turret.
You don't think about things like that.
Or he can't breathe, obviously, because it's really high up. That's why they wear masks. That's really cool.
Yeah, and air sickness.
Yeah, I like the little stuff like the checklist.
Yeah.
Or the detail that they had to drop the bombs in the channel because they couldn't use them, so they dropped them. Didn't get to bomb anything. What a
waste.
Yeah, I bet it felt like a waste. But the U.S. was making so many bombs, it didn't matter. They didn't care. But
he, I mean, for Gale, it was like his first time up there.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, he was probably like, "What the hell? This is what it's like." Can you imagine being the poor fish in the channel? You get hit by a bomb that doesn't explode. It's just it just dropped a bunch of bombs on the ocean. Oh, jeez.
God, I can't imagine the pollution though if you keep doing that.
Oh yeah.
Constantly.
I mean, the amount of bombings there was in World War II, it probably cooled the earth down because of all the smoke from everywhere.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a promising start. Great intro, and we got our leads, Buck and Bucky.
They kind of remind me of Winners and what was the other guy's name in Band of Brothers?
I know what you're talking about. Mark Wahlberg's.
No,
not him. The Dixon.
Dixon.
No, Nixon.
Nixon.
Not Dixon. Dixon's a different show. But yeah.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of that.
Yeah, they're all buddy, ready to go.
Mm.
But they have no idea what it's like. Obviously, the training doesn't prepare you for the real thing.
Of course.
And,
we've seen that over and over again in Band of Brothers and the Pacific.
yeah, but it's especially brutal for planes because, you saw they had to return just from engine failure. So that way it didn't affect the rest of the mission. But that happened every single time planes went up. If you sent up, say, 500 planes, at least maybe a couple % of them may have to go back or crash every time.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
Because it's war. There's less time to look for safety and check everything rigidly.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Yep. And it looks like the intro hinted that we'll see a prison camp, I think. So I bet we'll see some of the airline, some of the pilots get captured, or they're in a camp, stuff like that. We might see the perspective on the ground. That could be really neat.
Yeah, we don't know how this show's gonna go.
Yeah, but I like how they just throw it at us right there and then. Mission failure. Literally, nothing happened. They didn't bomb anything, and they lost people.
Oh, that's sad.
It really gives you a perspective on the book, how many people they lost.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. The book had a great line where the Germans lost because they were overwhelmed by the sheer amount of bombers the Americans had, despite the pile of 8th Air Force pilots that died. Yeah. It was something like that. I'm paraphrasing it. Yeah. They suffered quite a bit. They were like the heaviest casualty unit. But they also did a lot of damage. They hadn't bombed all those like German fuel plants, stuff like that. Hitler did all sorts of stuff, like demand that there's tons of anti-aircraft guns. So there was literally over 1 million people firing those guns into the air by by 1944, I think. So
Jesus.
It was crazy. They had a lot of people operating those, and not to mention you have to make all the ammo for that. And yeah, it took up a huge chunk of the German economy to focus on fighting aircraft. Yeah. So this is a good start to it, I think.
Yeah, very solid.
Very high budget. They have a lot. They have some big bomber props too, which is cool. The CG is iffy in 1 or 2 scenes, but in general, like in the scenes just now, where they're flying in formation, that was really cool. They look very majestic.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see some B-24s as well.
Yes.
So
good first episode.
Yeah, I think it's a solid start. Solid pilot episode. And I guess that's about it.
Yes.
Actors seem great too. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed our reaction to this. The full reaction will be on Patreon, as well as the next episode. And thanks for watching our reaction. Take care and
have a good day.